is Keith Wise, and I'm with Wisekraft. That's my business. But there's a lot of different art stuff I do. But right now I'm focusing on the leather crafting. So I've always been an artist. I've always focused on art, like in schooling or whatever. Like it would always be like top of the thing. I would always try to figure out what kind of barriers I could break in the art world, and how many artists already have broken barriers and how they do it, things like that. And I understand like grid, what do you call it, like sacred geometry and how to measure things, and I focused on using that with my art and came to a new sacred geometric like form of canvas work. And it's like a blend of what I used to see as crop circles and then like paintings on the wall. So I wanted to like do something called urban like crop circles, and it blended into canvas work that I did, and now that branched out into doing like more of a steampunk world. And once I started looking into the steampunk world, I always was a steampunk. I already was like taking apart like clocks and stuff and putting them back together in my own ways, and I just didn't know that's what it was. And then I found it and started getting inspired like more so, and seeing what I could produce, and started like branching out and seeing what people wanted. And I started having like wearing stuff. I wear like stuff that I make, and people respond to it, and then based on that response I make more of it or make less and continue that process. And that's why I also make like vape covers and vape lighters, and lighter covers, and as well as the goggles, armbands, and like cuffs, and also clocks on the cuffs. Sometimes I make non-working ones as well, which is more of a steampunk thing. But today I'm really selling the more of a clock working versions of bands, like they're clock bands, basically, clock cuffs. And then sometimes they go really far off and do weird things, like I have like a gauntlet that I'm displaying tonight that has my own kind of structured mechanics, which allows you to bend your hands, and it's made out of like ostrich leather and alligator, and like the back of the alligator. And I use the spring technology in order to keep the fingers from like falling apart, so it stays stable on.
That sounds really cool.
It's really weird. And then I have like the other part of the alligator thing coming up here to create the gauntlet fill, which is separate from each part, so you can have them in separate places. You can put one over here and one over here.
Very nice.
It's always been a passion to like further my art, whatever it has been, and generally when you're wearing it, it becomes like more of a fashion thing, and that's like led to like more of a jewelry style of making stuff. I like that other people are wearing my art, and it's kind of like a tattoo, whereas someone's tattooed on a thing and they're wearing it, so then other people can see it. It's a canvas type of thing. If somebody's wearing your art piece, they can display it in that form. But there's also the magical aspect of it, because I use like chakra colors to associate with like the feel of what's going on and when I made it, why I made it, things like that. My name is Keith Wise, and I'm a raw artist.